All right, good morning. Well, it is Wednesday. It's hump day. It's April 20th. 3 minutes before the open. My last 2 days, I've been flat on the day. So I'd like to put a little something together today. Yesterday, had an inkling to get long. The market just got away from me, and then I felt like I would have been chasing, but really would have been smart to get long above 4,400 even yesterday, but did not do that. And you can't catch all the opportunities, right? So we're going to try to catch some today, see what the market offers us, and go from there. So, all right, we've got a higher overnight high and a higher overnight low. So this is the daily chart. On the green line here represents the overnight high. Red line is the overnight low. For me, the line in the sand is this 51 level. There was a lot of movement back and forth. Let me show on the 15-minute screen. Let's see. Yeah, this 51 level, we had a lot of action, a lot of rejection at 55, 56, 54 the other day. It sold it off. Now we're above that. So for me, if we get a pullback, I would consider getting long somewhere in the mid 50s to low 50s. But I feel like 51 would be my line in the sand. So just what I'm thinking this morning. But it'll depend too on if we come up higher first and then come lower, or if we start lower first and then thinking we might go higher. So that will play a part in what I'm watching as well. Let me pull up NASDAQ real quick. Oh, I haven't adjusted my levels for NASDAQ, so let me remove that, remove all those really. All right, 14,240. Just gonna remark this one. 240.75. Adjust that guy. We'll get this one out of here. Remove, and then let's see what it did overnight. Yeah, NASDAQ 2 is strong overnight. 15.05. Alrighty. Okay, there we go. So there's NASDAQ, looking at that one as well. Okay. Let me go back to the S&P. We'll be watching this one today, and we'll see off the bat. So it's going to open way up here, but we'll see off the bat if or how soon we break 73. What we do at that area. So here on the 15-minute, we're way up here. Let's see what we're doing. Ooh, Netflix looks like it's selling off pretty hard. So I believe 73 will be the level to watch on this. If we break it, we could see a little bit more follow through to the downside. As far as how much, I don't know, but something. I need to look and see if we have any economic indicators this morning, any news coming out. All right, so I will put our opening range bar right here. Here and here. Oops, that's not it. All right, there we go. So there's our opening range, a little sneak above, look above. So we are gapping higher. Excuse me, I'll be right back. It looks like at 9:30 we've got existing, or I'm sorry, at 9 a.m. we've got, existing home sales. All right, let me pull up NASDAQ here. Sorry for the background noise. I've got a washer going in the next room. I'm gonna mute it right now. It held 73 there. Couldn't really get below 73.5. All right, if we can take out this 73, I'm going to consider getting short down here. Let's see if we take it out. Question is, if we do, how far down do we go? I'm going to sell some here. Wrong above 80. See if the NASDAQ can help us out a bit. Looking to get down to the mid 60s. Got a tight stop on it though, just in case. 73 is always C, and then we push back up higher. Should pull up, let me pull up the overnight action here. So I'm looking for somewhere in the 60s on this one. All right, here we go. Getting a little follow through now. We've still got more than 15 minutes until the announcement, so let's see if we can take it down to 65 here. I'll scale out a little bit right there, and then be looking for somewhere down in the low 60s, maybe even high 50s. A little bit lower. All right, I just scaled some there. 66.5. Scale a little bit more right there. So I'm in half my position. I'm wrong if we get too much above my entry here, right around 75. So, okay, good, my mic's on. So let's watch what it does here around like 60 area. I'm gonna buy, not yet. Come on, looking for a little push lower. Just a little bit lower, watching NASDAQ. So we're coming down at kind of the top of the spike from yesterday. Coming down to that area. All right, let's see. I'm gonna buy a little bit more back right here. Okay, so I'm in a third of my position still. Gonna buy back a little bit more right here. Okay, so here we're at 60s. Well, so I'm in just a sixth of my original position. Stop is still right up here. We'll look to see if we can get this thing down to another few points. There we go, getting closer. I'm close right here. There we go. Okay, I'm out. Out there at 60.5. Well, that one was nice. Went in our favor. Didn't really take any heat on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Nice little move down. So watch and see now how low we potentially get, and then what it does here in the 50s. So we've got another 13 minutes until we've got the news coming out. So that's one you try to tell yourself, like, hold on to, let it get down here in the high 50s, but I feel like we could have a bounce somewhere down in here. So let's watch some price action now and see what happens. So I really believe this 51 level is the line in the sand. Let me pull up NASDAQ too real quick. So NASDAQ's really got to stay above 14,084. Okay, so here we are, low 60s, high 50s. We've got 11 more minutes until this announcement comes out, and we'll see what happens around this area here. Okay, so next level to get above is going to be 64 here. I'm just going to annotate that guy with the little yellow line. It's our next point of contention. So I feel like aggressive buyers could be buying here and figuring that their stops here at, say, 50. But we've got news coming, so I'm not going to be in a hurry to try to get on this one. Still early in the day. We're 20 minutes into the day. Okay, so buyers responding here. Watch 64. And it's tricky. Sometimes you get a bit of a move before news comes out, and you miss what's going on, and then sometimes you get it as news is coming out, sometimes you get it 5-10 minutes after the news comes out. So it's just the nature of the market. It's the nature of it. All right. I'm more of a longer term trader. That move I took this morning, I feel like it'd be good to do some moves where it's a little bit quicker movement, a little bit tighter targets. Okay, so there's that 64 level. Came up to it, bouncing off. Let's see if we go a little bit lower here. Okay. Let's watch and see how this bar closes here. We got another 30 seconds, but could be it. Okay. Well, the market's just hanging out here until the news comes. I'm not long yet. I'm not active just yet. Took that short earlier up at 74, skilled some at 68 and some at 66 half. Done a little bit more at like 62. Get out of it fully. I do have a position on in gold in the micro. I'm in around 1949. I'm wrong if we get down to 30. And then my target is just if we can close strong on the day, that'd be good, and see if we can run a little bit on Thursday and Friday. If we close strong, I might keep one contract over the weekend, but we'll see. So again, we got to consider tempo, right? Like, how fast is the market moving? What's it doing? Where's it at? Where's the daily at? Every day the tempo is different. Every day the tempo has it can potentially change pace. So yesterday, I'm glad I didn't short it. I was looking for a level to short, and I waited until 44. Couldn't really get much going there. So just got out of it for scratch about 30 minutes later. Today, so far we're holding this 51 level, but we've got news coming out here in 4.5 minutes. So probably, unless I see like a spike down and then recover real quick, and we've still got another minute before news, I'm probably not going to do anything. NASDAQ's pushing a bit lower too. Should be coming up to some support here on NASDAQ. Let me switch over that one real quick. But yeah, we've got to keep in mind tempo, right? Like just how fast it's moving. So here's NASDAQ on the daily. So this you would think this would hold this support on the daily chart right here. So we'll keep an eye on that. And let me get back to the S&P right now. So yeah, not involved just yet. Now keep in mind this 55, 56 level, this is where it would, like a week ago, they'd come up here and then they'd sell them really hard. They'd come up and sell them. So it's reason to believe that potentially this acts as support right now. I'm going to try to buy a little bit right here. I got it a little bit later than I wanted. So I wanted to get it here. I saw it at 58 and then I got in, but I'm in at 59.75. So I've just bought some here. We'll see if we get a pop-up before the news. I did that because NASDAQ was pushing lower, looking like it was going to hold support there at that level that I had annotated. So got 3 minutes until news, was hoping that we'd have a bit of a move here, get above this, but we haven't. So let's see what else is going to happen here. Now on this one, I'm in small. I'm not in big. I'm not like throwing the kitchen sink at this thing. It was this green bar got me a little bit excited right here. I thought, oh, maybe we took out some stops, came up, and then that we were going to run it down here. Just bought a tiny bit more down here. Again, I'm watching 50 to 51. Want to see NASDAQ pop and get above this 14,083. See if we can't get that going. Next target here for S&P is going to be 60 and then certainly 64. It's gotta get up in there. All right, got another minute and 15 until news comes out. Looking for a bit of a pop here. Want it to hold above 50. I don't have a hard stop. I'm gonna put a stop down. 44 is an important level. It's a little bit further away than I want to be, but sometimes you can get an announcement and things just go nuts. So we're gonna protect. Let's see here. Let me go with 5. Okay, let's see what happens. All right, our news is out. Okay. Want to see it get above 64 here. There we go. Want to sell a little bit right here. Okay. Very good. And same deal. I really don't want it if we get much below 51 here. So I'm still in a quarter of my position. I'm sorry, I'm still in 3/4 of my position. 64 is the level here. Bulls want to see it get above this. Watching NASDAQ to see if we can get any strength. Considering adding a little bit here, but I'm not going to do that yet. Watching this 51 level. NASDAQ still piercing lower. Let me move this guy. Okay, we got some reaction there at 64. I'm going to try to buy a little bit more right here. Okay, same deal now. We want to first get above 60 and then 64, get back up into here. Pretty lethargic here, pretty slow. Not much to write home about. Want to see it get above 60 now. It's still just kind of waning, looking weak. Things can change here quickly, but not really getting the follow through I was hoping. Nasdaq needs to straighten up its act. S&P got to get above 60 here. Got another 20 seconds till we get a new 5-minute bar. 5-minute is hanging out below this, so want to see this thing firm up a bit. All right, maybe that's it. Nope, not yet. Okay, NASDAQ close to its overnight low, coming down to it here. So if 51 isn't our level, if that doesn't hold, I suppose we'd be watching 44. And then certainly the overnight low down here. Okay, so earlier I talked about 51 being our line in the sand. So far we've come down here, kind of holding it. Hard to say what it's going to do, but I'm wondering if we run some stops and then push up. However, NASDAQ is quite low and pretty ugly. I would think anyone who shorted this thing up here, would be taking profits around this area where that's at. All right, don't like that right there. And NASDAQ piercing below its overnight level. So let's watch this here. See if we get a spike lower. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. I'm going to try buying a little bit right here. A little bit more, I should say. Bar's almost closed there, this one. Okay, close screen. Let's see if we get a little bit of a move up now. Okay, so NASDAQ came down to its overnight low, getting a bit of a pop here. See if we get some follow through. I don't have a hard stop in just yet, but I am considering it. I'm going to watch NASDAQ and see if we can get a little bit of a bounce from it. Okay, decent bounce from NASDAQ there. 60 is our next level, remember, then 64. Gotta clear that to kind of get the bulls in control again. Here's the pop on the news, came up, ran some probably stops right there. Let's see. So in my mind, I feel like this could be, if we can get up to 60 and 64, that this 51 level could be the low of the day. I'm not out of the woods yet. My premise, I'm mindful that it could be totally wrong. So if we get up here, I'll probably scale out just 20% of what I'm holding and then look for it to get somewhere back up into this area as well. Okay, NASDAQ's had a pretty good pop off the overnight lows, which you would expect, but it needs to get above 14,083 in order to show some strength and get some confluence, and it's got 4 more minutes on the 15-minute bar to do so. Got to straighten up its act here. Let's see this one. All right, got to get above 60 here. Bup. I'm no radio announcer, no TV host. Gotta get above 60. Here's the S&P on the 5-minute. Does this look familiar? This is what we saw about a week ago, right at this level. A lot of back and forth, back and forth. Who's in control? I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's see if we get 64. Let's see if we can get it. There we go, getting a little bit of a pop here. Let's see if we can take it out. I'm not scaled out yet, but I'm getting close. All right, I'm gonna scale some right there. Maybe jump the gun a little bit, but I'm still in 80% of that original position. All right, I'm pleased with that scale out, right at 62. So bulls want to get it above the 64 level. Got a few more seconds until we close out our 15-minute bar here. Let's see what it looks like. Right here. Again, want to see it get a bit higher there. All right, I'm going to scale a tiny bit right here. Oops. Okay, I'm still in 60% of my original position. See if the bulls can get us above this. Let's see if they can do it. Still just a tiny bit more here. All right, so I'm still in half of my original position. Waiting to see now if we can push back up above here. I'm going to set a stop. My entry price is at 54. I'm going to set a stop down here at this low right there. I don't think I want it if we get back down there. NASDAQ firming up a bit here. Bulls trying to get above here. Trying. See, it's at 64 level. We get back in there, and then we're looking at, okay, it looks like we're going to do it this time. Oh, maybe not. But we'd be looking at these levels up in here. NASDAQ had a good bounce. I don't like how low it came down, but it is now holding above that 14,083. So we'll see if we get a little bit of follow through from the S&P. Let's sell a little bit more right here. Okay, so I'm in 40% of my original position. Hard stop at the low of the day right here. Looking for it to get somewhere up here in the 70s. Gold looking good. I'm pleased with that longer term time frame trade I've got going on in gold. Oh, that's what it is. Pulling up a few other charts. Gold, all right, let's see if the Bulls can do it here. See if we can run them up. I'm gonna pull up the overnight, see how this looks above. Okay, so remember 73 was our area that we broke and got short. So I'm looking right here around a little bit higher. A little bit higher yet, up around the 70 half area. That's where I'm looking to take off a little bit. So a little pullback, so it came up to 64, pulled back, and then got it pushing higher here. Alright, let's see if we hit this target up above for me. Getting closer to 70. I'll move it in just a little bit more. I'm going to scale some right here. Okay. Just seeing NASDAQ, thinking that it might be pulling back a little bit. So was looking for 70.5, came up here. I would imagine we'll still get it. So now I'm just in 20% of my original position. All right, well, good deal. You know, there's some days where you read the market well, and other days where you don't. Other days where it's slow and you got to wait for it, and then other days where it's fast. Like I said this morning, we've just got to keep in mind that tempo can certainly be different every single day. There's no guarantee as far as what the tempo is, what it could be, what it should be, why it is the way it is. Just have to kind of adapt to what the market's saying, what it's trying to do, and then move on from there. All right, so I'm just in 20% of that original position. NASDAQ daily looks ugly here. I feel like it's come down too far to really do too much more to the upside. I could be totally wrong, but let me slide the daily over here on the screen. So here it is here. I would figure if we were going to get above this area that we would have come in a little tighter, maybe down to, you know, somewhere around here. So about half as far as we've come today, and then push up higher. Who knows? Anything can happen. Crazier things have happened, but it's really fallen off quite a bit here. And now it's pushing down a little bit more. So let me pull up ES again. Same deal. I'm pleased with that scale out that I had. I like it. So we'll see if it holds this level right here. I'm just gonna put my stop at break even here, which is right at this 54.5. So I'll put it right in there. Boy, NASDAQ looking weak. Looking weak. You see how gold's doing. Gold's looking decent. Looking good. So gold within the next few days, I'd like to see it close up around 60. Don't think we're going to get above it and close above it today or tomorrow, but that's what I'd be shooting for. That's what I'm shooting for. I'm just going to go through a few other charts of mine, just see how stuff's shaping up. Longer term plays. Which one's that? That one. All right. So now we're under 64. So we came up, pierced it, only stayed up above it for a few minutes. Now we're under it. Bulls want to get it back above there. Don't want to get too granular or too zoomed in, but that's kind of what I'm thinking on this. Oops. And you know what? I'm going to put my stop actually right at this level here. So that little trailing stop, I just got it right here at that level. See if we can hold it. No need giving back too much profit. All right, let's see if we can hold it and get above. Gotta get above this. See if the bulls step in here. Oh, here we go. Must be news. Right? Must be news. All right, want to see it get above that. Same thing, bulls want to keep it above 64. 44.64, that's their level. Yeah, so I feel like my premise could be right in that NASDAQ is just, it's come down so much that I don't think at this level right now, with the information I have, I don't believe that NASDAQ rockets up higher. Again, we've always got to be mindful of the fact that I can be totally wrong. We could totally have missed that call. I'm trailing this guy a little bit more. Got my stop just below 64 now. Part of it. I'm going to stay in another little piece of it below this level here. And it's tiny. It's just 20% of that original position. All right, let's see if we can do it on this move. It's got to be it pretty soon for the bulls here. So next area of resistance is going to be up here. All right, I'm looking to trail this thing if it runs, but it doesn't seem to have the juice. This be it? No. Let's see if we get a push here. We're selling them up at 70. Alright, that little tight stop I had, getting close to getting stopped out on that little trail, running trailing stop. Alright, that one's out. So I've just got 10% of my original position on, gonna hold it against this level right here. Let's see if we can get them up a little bit higher. Let's look at NASDAQ here. All right, looking good. I'm looking to scale this, to trail this thing pretty tight. I've got a tight little, real tight stop right down here. Looking for it maybe to push up another point or so. All right, I'm out of that one. A little bit right here, real small piece. I'm out of half of it right here, and then see if we get any follow through. Might add a little bit more, or might add that half back somewhere around here. I added that half back on, so again, it's really small. It's 20% of the original position I had on going down here. Going with the premise that with NASDAQ selling off so hard, I don't think that we get way up high. Same thing, you always got to know that you can be dead wrong. You can be wrong and just totally miss it. Got another, 2.5 minutes until our 5-minute bar completes. So we'll watch opening range level here, see what we do. Watch a NASDAQ as well. It's kind of coming up to some support. I'm going to sell a tiny little bit more of a piece right here as well. Another 2 minutes till we get a new 5-minute bar. Oh, I want to see this thing stay down. I want to see it come here and then get rejected a bit, but it's just holding its own right now. So me doing this is just, I'm looking at NASDAQ for a little bit of confluence. we came way lower than I thought we would in NASDAQ, came up to what looked like would be resistance. And so now I thought, okay, this could be a spot. I mean, we're up here to opening range on S&P, and we came up to what could be resistance on the NASDAQ. So I thought, let me take a little stab at it, see if we hold this area, and then get a little bit of a sell-off. Kind of see what happens at this level. Let's sell a little bit more right here. So on that, just a little bit of a nuance how we came up, pop below it. So let's see now if we can get below 72 or 70 rather. Let's see if we get down there. Another half minute till we get a new 5-minute bar. 5 minute is just kind of chugging higher, grinding them up a little bit. All right, same deal. I just added a little bit more here. Watching this spike, but I might have been a little bit premature on that one. Could have been a little premature on that. Because so far we're just grinding up higher. But it's a trade worth taking. I'm in small, and it's kind of the opening range retest. See if we can push a little bit lower down to here. Ooh, and we cannot. That's a big thrust to the upside there. So my premise could be wrong with NASDAQ. Maybe we just came way down, flushed out some weak hands, and now we're just ready to move higher. S&P, as you can see, it's just going up, 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 up. Steadily up, nicely up. I mean, up, pull back. Bulls are really having none of it. Let me look at the NASDAQ real quick. I'm still looking for a bit of a sell-off here, but haven't added to my position. Got another 2 minutes until we got a new 5-minute bar. Time will tell, won't it? Let's see if we break below that 73 again. NASDAQ was pulling in, but didn't really do any convincing. Didn't convince me, at least, on that pull in. So let's see. Oh, sweet. Okay. Another half minute till we get a new 5-minute bar. I'd like to see it close below that opening range area. So really right where we're at here, I'd like to see it close below 74.5 to get any kind of follow through. NASDAQ has pulled in a bit, but now at this point, it feels like it's pulled in enough to where maybe it's getting some support here and then you're going to try pushing higher. So we will keep a short leash on this guy. Okay, so new 5-minute bar right there, not looking any weaker. Let's see what we do here. Let's see how we look. Oh, gold's firming up nicely for us. Gold's firming up nicely. NASDAQ looking strong. S&P on the 5-minute just grinding higher. Alright, so we came up here. They're trying to sell them off, but nothing yet regarding that. I'll try to add just a little bit more here. Just kind of dragging. Again, I want to see it get below that 74.5 level. We're right back to where we opened. Right back. Got to get below it here pretty soon in order to see some follow through. Next area I'm watching is going to be 72. Can't do it. Bulls are just strong in the moment at least, but let's see if we get any kind of follow through. So every time we pull in, bulls just buy it right back up. At least watching on the short term kind of micro time frame. Let's see if we sell them off here. All right, let's see if we can get it here. Let's go. Got to get it below 72. Got to hold below 72 there. So here we're trying to pierce 73. Want to see if we can get a little bit of action on the downside. NASDAQ really not there, not doing it for me just yet. Buying back a tiny bit right there. Not much at all. Got a hard stop here just above this current high. If we take it out, get up there and fail, I might consider getting back in, getting involved again. So 72 is our area. We needed to break below that. The question is how far we pull back. NASDAQ has come up quite a bit now. Again, I'm watching that 14,083 on NASDAQ to see if we can get any follow through. That would be, if NASDAQ does get down to there, that's where I would scale out some of this position, probably around this 68 level. Again, I'm in small. I'm not really risking much. So yeah, I mean, there's a chance here that we run my little stop up here. And if we do, if it gets up here and it looks weak, I might consider shorting again, but it just keeps me out of trouble from something happening where it blasts off and does something unexpected. All right, same thing. Want to see it below 74? We just put in a new 5-minute bar. Hanging out now. Let me pull up the overnight, see where we spent some time overnight. So there was kind of a big cluster here in the overnight session for several hours, right in the opening range here, and that's why I thought I'd try selling up around this area. Yeah, not looking for much on this trade, just looking for it to get to 70, then 68 potentially. It might run me out of town here, though, on this move. Might run me out of town. Okay. So same thing, tempo, right? Like we were seeing some of this yesterday where it would come in, go up, felt like it was going to pull back, but today's a different day. Yesterday was the monster run up from way down below. Tempo today is different. Today is a day where, even though it looks like I'm going to get stopped out here, I like the odds looking for a short better today than I did yesterday. Okay, stopped out. Let's watch it up here. Kind of watch it at the overnight high here. So my initial assumption was right, thinking if I got in here, that could be the low of the day. Now we're testing this area, or the low of some important time frame. So we're testing this area here, and the bulls are trying to run it, get it above, and put in new highs for the day. Let's see what NASDAQ's looking like. I'm tempted to want to try to short it here again, but I'm not going to commit just yet. Maybe I'll go in kind of small. We'll see. No, I'm not. I'm going to sit back for a minute. A few minutes at least. It just feels like I can't see NASDAQ going all that much higher. I'm going to sell a little bit right here. Got another minute and 20 on the 5 minute. Okay, if we come down here and show weakness, I might consider adding to this one. Got another 30 seconds on the 5 minute. I'm going to try sun a little bit more here too. But it's just been up, 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 up. So we came down hard, then we're just grinding them higher here, grinding higher. So I'm mindful of that. Grinding higher. We've got 2.5 minutes to go on the 5 minute chart. We've just been almost all green, just put in higher highs for the last hour. Going up, coming right up to that overnight high. See if we can get a little follow through here. Seeing if I can find anything I like where I would add to the position. $74 is going to be our level. We need to get it through on the downside. So same thing. We're just watching NASDAQ come up, up, up from so far away. that it had pushed down, thinking that we might get a little bit of sellers stepping in here. So watching to see if we get any kind of continuation on the downside here. I need them below 74. The next level is going to be this 72 area as far as in order to show weakness. Another 30 seconds until the top of the hour, until we get a new 5-minute bar and a 15-minute bar. Let's look here at the 15 minutes. Getting a little closer on this. Okay, this we came up. This is our pullback. Got long down in here. Been going up ever since. I've been looking for an area to fade it and get short, and I have done so. So we'll see if this one pans out. Okay, new 15-minute bar. Watching this 74, bears want it below there. I am in that camp. I'm going to buy back a third right at that level. There we go. Get a little bit of a follow through now. So 72 is our next area. Nice. There we go. I'm going to buy back a little bit right here, so I'm in half of that original position I had on. Alright, there we go. Let's see if we can meander just a little bit lower now. Nope. Nope. Wasn't gonna do it. I'm gonna buy back a little bit more here, so I'm just in a third of that original position. Reason being, I'm looking at NASDAQ for what could be support. So that's that. All right, that one worked out really well. I'm still in it 2/3. Did like that level up there, so now we got to see how far they can, or if they can push it down. Boy, sometimes you'll see these moves at areas of interest where it'll come up and then down, and you'll see like a 1, 2, you'll see 2 little minute bars float up, and then they just throw it down. Throw it down. Alright, so far we've done pretty good. Got long down here and then scaled some out. Last of it was out here. Tried getting short here, got stopped out, but then kind of liked what I was seeing here and re-entered and rode it down a little bit there. So let me see. I'm going to buy back just a tiny bit more right here. And so now I've just got on a 1/6 of my original position. Probably hold it against this level right here, or maybe even this. So let's see if we can push a little bit lower, and that's going to be it for me for the day. bigger 5-minute candle here. Nothing crazy. But again, so far it seems like my premise is working out there where, let me pull up the daily, and I'm going to exit out of here. So looking at the NASDAQ on the daily, to me, it seemed like we did too much damage in order to just like rocket way higher and have just a big day. So this was yesterday, big just run up all day. This is obviously kind of our range that we've got to contend with. So in my mind, I just thought, that NASDAQ on this daily chart here, that it had come down too far in order to just get way back up high. So it was when it was at, where were we just at? We're on 14,150. So we're right around here, 14,150, right around this area, which is looks like about half back. Came way down, came up to it, and the S&P at the same time was bumping up against its overnight high, which was close to the high of the day. And so because of that, I thought, this is a good area, I feel, to take a shot at it, see if we can get short there. So NASDAQ now coming back to that important level of the 14,083. So 083 on the NASDAQ. That's the level that we wanted to see it hold, which it seems like it is, and that's why I took some off here at 70. I've just got on a 6 of that original position. It's small enough, I might just hold it against that recent high that we put in, but let me see exactly where. Okay, yeah, it's really not that far away. So yeah, I'll just have my stop up here. My entry on that second attempt was right here at, or my average entry was right around 80 or 79.5, right there. So I'll hold it there, see if we can get a little bit lower and get something cooking. But that's why I've got such a small position on. I feel like, hey, if we do plunge lower, that's great. I'll have something on to show for it. But if not, I don't expect it to. So it'd be a low probability trade. All right, that's going to wrap it up for me. 10:06. If anyone's watching, hope you have a good rest of your day.